Creativity is the addiction. We live for it. We hate it. We push it away. We got to have it back. It controls everything that we're doing. Even when you think you're not being creative, you are. My wife said something pretty incredible this morning. She says, you may think I'm sleeping, but my mind is working. I totally get it. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. I don't know if there's ever been a time when life has truly felt like a day inside a soap opera. Every day, it just feels like something tragic has been unveiled. The uncertainty of uncertainty is being certain that there's going to be more uncertainty. Our hearts and mind process, it's constantly invaded and attacked. Anytime that you feel the support of safety is when you should actually be taking cover. It's painfully difficult to fake the smile. Images of the ancient black and white photographs appear in my thoughts. You know, those that were taken in the 1800s and early 1900s. You've seen those photos. Nobody seems to be smiling. Didn't they know how? Are we such a selfie picture-taking generation that even in the darkest moments of our time, those smartphones can put us in a time and place of digital happiness? I've honestly not taken a selfie since 2019. It's because I see something that I can't identify with. I know something without understanding it. It's like a message in a bottle without the physical presence of having the skills to read the handwritten letter. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. The presence of now. What is going on now? What are you feeling now? Not what I lived yesterday, not what I would like to have happen in my life in the future. It's living in the presence of now, being mindful of what is now. It is a very difficult journey to walk. You're going to be challenged. You're going to change. But you've got to learn how to trust what is here, because what is here is your first step of a brand new beginning. This is The Daily Mess. How can we measure the distance of how we process thought? Seriously, most of what we want has been planted by outside sources reaching in. Social media has the strength and lack of care as to how you received what it is that you're doing. Let me give you a great example. I know my grocery store. I know it really well. Over 100,000 different items inside this grocery store. Someone mentions a product to me and I know exactly where it is. Not because I have studied some sort of flow chart, but because I have walked every one of those aisles so many times that the intake has captured the entire image. I had a couple of rough moments yesterday. I didn't remember buying a Red Bull. And later, I didn't remember driving to a convention. Both happened. There's physical evidence of both happening. Since March of 2020, your mind, my soul, everything about us has taken in so much information and content that our bodies are relying on muscle memory to get us through the tales, the stories, the adventures. Is it? Okay, we'll call it an adventure. This is where mistakes are made. Because somehow, some way, we're turning life into the term blind gorilla. Have you heard that before? Blind gorilla. So many things are happening around us at all times that we are blind to what we really see. A person could walk beside you and you didn't even see him. Your keys. How often do you lose your keys? And yet when you go back, it's like, I looked there before. Blind gorilla. We are so consumed by everything that is moving around us. Socks that we said, well, I did put it in the hamper, the dirty clothes. I put them away. Then why are they right there? Oh. Your memory. Why did I not remember that I bought a Red Bull? Blind gorilla. My wife actually looked at me and she says, I'm really worried about you because you're having a lot of these moments. And I really need to study why you're having these moments where you're forgetting things. Blind gorilla. I'm doing so much that I'm forgetting that I ever did them. I'll give you a good example. When I sat down to write this morning, I really had to go back and take a look at what time I started writing yesterday morning. 5:41 a.m. Did I know what I wrote about? Can I be honest with you? This is where the blind gorilla is probably the strongest in my life. I never know what I've written about. Once the writing is over, it's over, including the memory. I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.